To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing them to die, to sleep no more, and by asleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is liar to. Tis a consummation devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the law for in the sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes community of so long life, for who bear the weights and scores of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bumpkin, who would else bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bound no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is linked over with the hill cast of thought and enterprise of great pitch and movement. We disregard their currents, turn awry, and lose the name of actions. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, if thy orisons be all my sins.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing and them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say, we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks, that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the what. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of soul so long life. For who would bear the whips and scores of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's continually the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and spurs, the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his pieties make, would bear budding, who would first bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life. But that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the winds and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly o'er with a pale cast of thought, an enterprise of great pitch and moment. But this rigor their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and also outrageous fortune, or to take arms
sea of trouble, and by opposing and then to die, to sleep no more, and by your sleep to say we have to take in 1,000 nature shocks, that fresh is air too. This consummation, devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream, ideas to love. For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have suffered love, this notion must give us. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long time, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's love, the power winds continually, the hands of despise, love, the lost delay, the instruments of office, and the spouse, the patient merit of the unmercitate, when he himself might his greatest man, with a very burden, who would further bear to rot and sweep under a very life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bound the travel returns, causes the way, and make us rather bear the sins we have and fly to other that we not know. Thus, conscience does make all of us whole, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly, blood, or with the pain of haircase of dog, an enterprise of high pitches and woman. This regard their crime tolerate, and lost the name of action. It's up to you now, the fair Ophelia, if we die, or listen, be of my sincere.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of Octavius sportive men to arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing and then to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartaches and the thousands nature shocks that flesh is here to tease consummation, devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, where we have shuffled up this mortal coin must give us. Thus there's the respect that makes probity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scars of time, the affections long, the progress consumingly, the pangs of this faithful love, the low delay, the insolence of office and the spurs that patient merit of the mercy takes, when he himself might his patience make with a bare particle, who would murder spare to rot and set under a mercy life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose born no travelers return, possess the will, and make us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know but know not of. Thus, conscience does make course of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is killed or with the vain cost of thought, and enterprise the great pitch and moment. With this regard their current turn awry, and lose the name of action. Subjuga, the fair Ophelia, lives in thy horizon, be all my sins remembered.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take once again a sea of troubles, and by opposing and then to die to
No more ambitiously to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that last we say too. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die to sleep. To sleep pretends to dream, and there's a rock hole in that sleep of death, what dream may come. When we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pass. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the loss and lag, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the enduring takes, when he himself might his creatures make with a bare doctrine. Who will fathers bear to drown us way under a weary life, but that the dread of something after that, then discovery country from whose part no traveler returns, puzzles our will, and makes us rather bear the ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience thus makes cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly over the pale cast of death, and enterprise a great picture moment, with this regal their currents turn alive. At least the name of action shuts up you now the fear of failure. Name in thy reasons bear my sins remember.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune were to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rope, for in the sleep of death, what dreams may come. When we have shuffled out this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and spurns of time, the oppressor's wrong, proud man contumely, the pangs of despised love, the loss delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the worthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bucket. Who would further spare to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death. The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickly the earth with the pale cast of doubt, and enterprise of great pitch and moment, with disregards their current eternal life, and lose the name of action. Such now the bear of Philia, named in thy sins, be all my sins remembered.